So welcome to Telenor IoT and welcome to Analytics and Insight walkthrough. So we are constantly finding new ways to provide value to our customers, and today we are introducing a new service. It's an analytical tool, and this adds to our professional service and our reliable operations that you count on today. My name is Helen Schager and I work as a product manager at Telenor IoT.
And my name is Anders Bresell and I'm head of data here at Telenor IoT. And we will go through today the features of this service.
Whether you're managing large-scale global operations, so you're tackling more regional challenges, we will show that this service will help you provide insights and information so you can act both quickly as well as strategically.
Let's dive into it.
Anders, can you give us a quick rundown what makes Analytics and Insights service stand out?
Well, we've been able to collect a number of various use cases over the years that we know that customers using connected products need to be successful in their IoT journey. So we've also been able to design these so it's really easy to find those actionable insights. So hopefully there is a lot of things that you can do, improving your whereabouts in the connected space.
So could we perhaps look at the dashboard and how the customer will experience this Analytics and Insight service?
Yeah, so what you see on the screen is my Telenor IoT portal. Under here, there's a new section now saying Analytics and Insights. Under there, you have the application tab here, illustrating one card or panel here describing each report. Depending on your role, you can easily find, so are you interested in deployment and usage, like purchasing department or whatever it could be, you can find in reports here. Are you more into security or fraud? You can find them here. Are you strategic, like rollout, long-term lifecycle management of how you optimize your subscription base, or tactical operations, or even troubleshooting and verification of change if you're an engineering department member. So it should be easy to find the different reports that are of your interest.
So we can say there are different categories of reports and several reports, as you can see, and they all serve their specific purpose. So why don't we take a look at some of the reports and categories? How can users benefit from the usage reports?
Yeah, so in this category there are several reports, but the first one obviously just shows the number of subscriptions you have every new month. You can have a yearly overlay. If you have a seasonal pattern, it's very easy to compare month to month over the following years. Also, you can find statistics by the top countries. You can select different number of countries here you want to compare, but here you see top countries, Sweden and Finland, for instance, number of the consumption of data, the number of subscriptions in the middle, and you see the average. And there you, of course, easily can see countries that stand out that has a different pattern, in this case Finland. There is also a way for us to use the deployment and usage applications here to, when you've done changes to your fleet. So for instance, you have updated your footprint through a new roaming profile or steering towards certain networks and so on, you want to see if the changes have had effect. Then you can pick the date where you want to compare, before and after. You can see how long after and before you want to compare. And then you can see the different changes, increases or decreases around these time points. So that helps you to verify, or you have a disturbance or like something that happened or a firmware update. All of these scenarios, when you compare traffic or subscriptions that have been active, would be important to know.
We have also the traffic aggregation report, so that is useful.
So this is, you already have today the ability to download all the calls that you've done over the month in the detailed billing reports. We have downloaded this for you to build a more or less a huge data warehouse where you can just do different filtering. You can roll down to various months or years. And here you have an aggregated report based on a subscription, the network the traffic has been in, and the call type. And then you see the aggregated call and so on. It's very easy to just here already see that there are deviations that stands out, like subscriptions that are consuming much more than others, like this top one here. We have enriched this aggregated report with tons of cool information that has not been around before. You have the EUACC ID along with the IMSI, the EMEI, the modem identifier, of course improved network and country names. You also have the price profile, of course, subscription package ID and the description of the subscription package, the roaming profile, etc. and so on. All these are very valuable information, but also we can enable enrich this report with a modem manufacturer and the modem name. We sometimes joke and call this mother of all reports. This is easily to just download so you can work with this and join your internal data sets and derive a lot of cool insights from that.
So there are different reports that will help you and give you insights on your already deployed fleet of devices, as well as that you can use them to sort of plan your roadmap going forward, detecting seasonal trends and differences between countries.
But we also have other reports that are very valuable, and one of those we call a category called network sunset. So there's two scenarios here. Either you have a lot of legacy subscriptions using 2G and 3G, and they will eventually be sunsetted. There's no connectivity because the network will be replaced with 5G or whatever. And if you have a global deployment, it can be really hard to understand where and when these things happen. We have made a tool for you that analyzes your traffic usage pattern, and we can pinpoint the subscriptions that will strand when and where. You can also download this list, of course, as in the aggregated report. The same thing here you can download, and then cross-correlate this with your product inventory you have across your customer base. This is an overview. There are 3 different scenarios. If you sunset, it's reduced coverage with increased price because the remaining networks are more expensive, or there are no networks left, and that means stranding. But also going forward, replacing the 2G and 3G devices, you will go with new technologies probably like NB-IoT or LTE-Cat-M-Net, and these have different technologies that might require support in the network that you will use. So here you can pick different technologies and services that you require on your device to support your use case, and then you can see which markets in the world that supports this. It can also be used the other way around, that if you want to reach a certain market, what are the available technologies in that region? So help you design your connected products and capabilities needed for that. So those are tactical and strategic support in this.
So just as for the deployment usage reports, there are different benefits depending on time. So give insights into how the sunsetting will impact your fleet of devices. It's very, very important so you can maintain service, as well as information for you so you can plan your roadmap and your future deployments. Our Analytics and Insights service offers a range of tools to help you make smarter decisions and take proactive steps. With our reports, you can detect unexpected traffic and identify the source, gain insights into seasonal trends across different regions to help with your planning. It will also help with monitoring, troubleshooting, as well as fraud detection.
We also have more applications, the unauthorized modem. So based on the traffic we see your SIM subscriptions are doing, we can derive the modem, as we saw. These modems IDs we can map to manufacturer and so on. We also have use case type these modems. So here you can find the typical IoT use case, which is the traditional one, but you will also have end user use case type here. This is where you find the typical Samsung and iPhones and so on. You can see where in the world they are and how much data they have, which last net country they were in, and so on. So it's very easy to spot these. Probably not intended use case from your end, but might be okay because there are technicians using the subscription for testing and so on. But you should nevertheless follow up.
So, and this report is part of our fraud detection category.
Yes. The last category that we'll walk through today is the failed traffic or connectivity performance, as we call it. The idea is that you will have probably regions in the world where the connectivity works not as good as in other places. This will help you identify those countries. You can drill down and see weekly patterns of error frequency and so on. You can drill down to the different countries and operate and see the fail rates percentage to find where in the world and what kind of errors that are problematic. What you might think here is that there is an issue with the network, but that's normally not the case. It's usually the devices that are working very well globally, but in a certain regional area, they are faced with specific conditions like the radio access technology at hand, the available networks, the support of the device, the launch or the release firmware of the device and the onboard application. There are so many things, but usually there are some corner cases, and these are typically manifesting in regional areas, and that's where this comes in.
And if you don't have the knowledge yourself, you can always reach out to a professional support. It's part of a service level offering, so it's complementing professional support as well as service availability, and it will complement with actionable insights. So this service will help you with day-to-day operations as well as your long-term strategy. So Anders, how will a customer get access to this service?
Well, the best way is to go to our webpage and look under the offering section. But if you are a customer to us, you can contact your account manager.
Anders and myself, thank you very much for taking the time to listen to us.